welcome back to episode 2 of the Road to Bar Path. So this week is from 1st of January to the 8th of January, following on from last week's opening week. It's a good base builder, one good session in there. Yeah, it was a great start to the plan. So moving on to week 2, sort of similar veins of building up, giving the base another session, and then county champs on the Saturday. Cross country, first one in nearly a year. I know it's going to be really tough, but I enjoy cross country. I've never been good at it. I've never really performed at the same level as I have done sort of on the roads and track. Like people who beat me at cross country, I do seem to sometimes beat them on the other disciplines, but I still enjoy it, which is, you know, why I still make 1 or 2 appearances a year. So yeah, getting into the week. So Monday, New Year's Day, just like the week before with Christmas. Obviously New Year's Day park run, and just like previous Saturday, did pace in 20 minutes. I was 20:01 this week, so a bit of an improvement on last week's Saturday's 20:05, and yeah, again, it's closer to steady than it is a tempo. It's really comfortable, enjoy doing it. Obviously a 3k warm up and then barcode scanned again, which was just like Saturday, really enjoyable. And about a 5k jog home, so that was about 13k, 8 miles to start the week. And then Tuesday session at the track with the group. Obviously it was a solo last Tuesday because it was Boxing Day, but we were able to go back to our weekly Tuesday session, and it was 12 times 400 off of about 1 minute jog recovery, which doesn't sound too hard, but we were going at a decent pace. Honestly, it wasn't an amazing session for me. Like, I was trying to do and it was again just like the Tuesday session the week before. I wasn't really looking at the pace. I was just focused on effort. Like, I'm sort of only really going to properly focus on my sort of pace when I'm doing actual specific half marathon sessions. Like sort of next week, I've got sort of long run session where I'll really be hammering in on getting those reps at the half marathon pace. But the other sort of quicker sessions, I know that I'm running quicker than half marathon pace. I'm not focusing on 5k or 10k at the moment. Obviously in the summer I will. I'm going to hopefully, the main aim with this half marathon block is obviously do a debut half, but also get that endurance and that strength needed to run a quick 5k in the summer. But yeah, I'm not really focused on those paces, so it's just about effort. I knew it was hard, I knew it was hurting, I was hurting, did get dropped from the group, which made it a really good mental exercise. I felt like I was really working hard to stay in a good rhythm and pace on my own. So all in all, it was a pretty good session. I learnt a lot about working hard, which definitely had to use on the race on Saturday, which we'll get into later. So then Wednesday, just have to check the Strava quickly. Pretty sure it was just S&C. Yeah, it was. So it was less of S&C and more just a C, because my legs were pretty knackered from the session. So conditioning, a lot of band work, just loosening up from the session and just, you know, trying to stave off any injuries that may come. Obviously I'm going to really be increasing my mileage for this plan, so injuries is, you know, there is a chance I do get injured, which is obviously why the S&C is so important. And yeah, obviously spent the rest of Wednesday filming last week's episode, which I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, on to Thursday. I was originally I thought about doing a run on the Wednesday, then an S&C, but I thought, nah, since it's a race week and it's still early on in the plan, I'll still give myself 2 rest days. Obviously from this week onwards I'll be going up to 6 days a week running. So I did a double on Thursday, starting out with a 7 AM shakeout, 4 miles, nice and slow, nice and easy, just shaking off the cold of the morning. But yeah, nice and enjoyable. And then I guess I said I was only doing 1 session this week, but it was technically 2, because I originally was going to do a group run, but I got cancelled, so I went to a park jogger run session. Kept it nice and steady though. It was 2 times 4, 3, 2, 1 minutes, off a 2-minute recovery, so it was nice and generous. And ended up probably running a little bit quicker than steady. I was running like 3:36 pace, but obviously with how long the recoveries were, it was comfortable. I was never really struggling. Just stretching the legs out, get a nice run. Nice to see everybody at Parklands. It was probably like the last time I'd seen them all before going back to uni. So yeah, that was good. Good little run out. 9k for that, and about 4 miles for the shakeout. So, you know, just under 10 miles for the day. Not bad at all. And then Friday, obviously rest day as always, and then didn't actually record it on Strava just because it was quite short. It wasn't a normal S&C, it was just a bit of band work, about 15 minutes, as you'll see now. Dad very nicely filmed for me, just a bit of band work, a bit of rolling, just to loosen myself up, get myself ready for the race, kayak cross country. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the sort of vlog stuff from the cross country race to the end, just sort of briefly talk through it. So it was a 9k race at Delapre Abbey, which they do a cross country league meet there, which my club isn't in, so I've never actually raced there before at cross. I've done sort of multi-terrain, like 5k race. It's sort of, do like a Northants 5k series, I used to do all of them when I was younger. They did do a race there, but it was obviously very different to this cross country course. So for us, the senior men and under 20s, it was one small lap and 2 big laps. And you sort of have a hill every time. And yeah, it was a tough race. Did enjoy it, but we will get back to it right after I go through Sunday. So Sunday would obviously normally be a long run, but as I was going to uni in the morning, moving back to uni, didn't really have time. And then I was going so I could do my shift at work at 12, so 7:30, so it is quite long. So normally I run home from work, but I was pretty knackered and also I didn't have as much sleep because we woke up early to leave. So in the end, got the bus home and then just did an elliptical. Elliptical for today instead of a run, so you've got to do it right, you know. Fortnight with the boys. Well, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's fine, I've got John Cena as my character, because why not? And yeah, killed a couple of probably bots, but it's fine. 22 minutes done, 3 minutes to go, and then yeah, time to sweat this Fortnite match out. 25 minutes on the elliptical, same sort of time that I'd be running home for. And yeah, also, as I'm saw on Strava, bit of Fortnite also staying on the elliptical. Didn't actually get any victory royales, which was sad, but yeah, it was just nice to chill, make that 25 minutes go very quickly. So yeah, that was the week. I'll do sort of a proper week debrief and look at next week after the sort of cross-country vlog content. But yeah, now we'll get into that. We'll see sort of just a mini vlog like I would for other races just at the end of this video about the race. So yeah, let's get into that. That way, that way. Hard work. Yeah. Yes guys, so race is done. Just doing a cool down, shake out, and yeah, typical British cross country. Really tough, really muddy. Yeah, just wasn't terrible, but just often struggle for sort of motivation on cross. And then for jogging, don't know if it wasn't jogging, but I do often feel like I just struggle to get towards sort of a high-end pace. I'm very much a rhythm runner, so I prefer the roads. You know, you just get into your rhythm and your pace, and you just try and hold it, whereas cross, you are going to struggle to hold the same pace. There are going to be bits where you're going to be slow, and then you've got to try and pick them up. You've got to try and pick that back up. I don't think I was terrible at doing that today. Last year's cross country, last year's county tennis, I was terrible. Like, I really struggled to sort of get momentum back. But yeah, don't do much cross, to be honest, so it's always going to be tough first in the season, but still enjoyed it. Another step on the road to Bath half, so that's the main thing. So yeah, just going to do a shakeout, then stretch and get home, and that'll be it for the day. So guys, that was county cross country. See, I came 26th overall in the whole senior race, about halfway, which is a lot better than last year. Pace was also about 30 seconds per K quicker than last year. Like, I ran like 4:48 pace for 10K, which, yeah, for me is not great at all. Last year, it's about 4:15 something this year, which still isn't great, but, you know, was a tough course. Definitely didn't have my best race. Do struggle. I do, like I said, sort of in the like shakeout debrief. I do struggle a lot motivation for cross country. Like, it feels like when there's no times, there's not as much to play for, sort of on paper. But I see sort of just drift, go through the motions, sort of just keep it at a sort of a steady pace rather than really pushing. But I feel like I did attack it better than I have done other races. Like, there are parts where I did try and force the issue a bit more, which, you know, was good to see. Definitely a stepping stone from previous cross-country performances. Obviously, it's just a completely different style of racing. You know, obviously it's a lot less rhythmical than road or track. Like, you know, road, especially sort of obviously this half. If I just get myself into a good rhythm at sort of my target pace, then I'm going to be fine, because. And Bath is pretty flat as well, the course, which is obviously surprising given the state of the actual place itself. Obviously, it's very different in cross country. Like, that course, obviously you only really saw a bit sort of at the start area, but, you know, the hill, to be fair, I love hills anyway, so that wasn't really the issue. I actually ran quite well up the hill, apart from on the third lap where I twisted my ankle. I thought that was actually going to be it, because like the first sort of minute after I did it, I was really in pain, but it was luckily one of those where I managed to run it off. So there was standing water on the course, which really slows you down, lots of little bumps and turns. The downhill sections were also brutal, because I nearly stacked it twice. But yeah, overall, you know, a good race, like a good sort of learning experience, sort of character building, as you say a lot. And yeah, obviously able to take that into the half, a bit of strength, a bit of toughness. If I can sort of battle like I did in the half, then I think if the going does get tough, which I'm sure it will, it's going to be, you know, 80 minutes of running, then I'm sure I'll be able to equip myself well. So yeah, another good week to start the programme. We'll see week 2 of 12. So 58k this week, which was obviously a little bit shorter than last week. Obviously I ended up only running 5 days, because we had that 25-minute elliptical as well. And obviously, of course, it was a race week, so I didn't get to do a long run. So, you know, slightly lesser mileage is fine. It's no problem at all. So next week, week 3, building up a bit more, sort of one proper main track session, then also a long run session, which is sort of the first time I've ever done one of those. I sort of only really do my long runs easy. So yeah, that'll be good experience for me. Be tough, and yeah, bit of a longer week than this week. I'm not quite sure 100%, depending on sort of the distances of sort of the easier runs. It'll probably be about maybe pushing 70k. And then the week after, week 4, will be a recovery week, so that'll be back down to sort of this week's mileage. So yeah, a good chance to push on this week before steadying it back again. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Really appreciate the support on the first video, it was amazing. It's one of my most viewed videos ever, so would love for this one to do the same. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, keep running.